Hi, this is Jeff with GMT-5.com, and today we'll be taking a look at the Oris Artelier skeleton. The Artelier is a watch I've been meaning to take a look at for a while. Skeleton watches are probably the most common type of watch that people ask me to recommend for them, but it's tough. It's not easy to find good-looking and accessibly priced skeleton watches. The expenses and labor involved in producing a movement that's suitable to stand on its own will inflate the price and push it just out of reach for a lot of collectors. The Artelier is a decent option, however, and I'm thrilled to be taking a look at it today. The case measures 40 millimeters, but like the Aquis or the TT1, its case back diameter is greater than its bezel, so you're really talking about a 38 millimeter case width. It's appropriately sized for formal wear, but I think the Artelier toes the line between casual and formal. See, it has this multi-piece case construction that is interesting and playful, but the watch is modestly sized and the sides of the case are highly polished. The dial, I think, tips the scale toward the more formal side. It's got a domed sapphire crystal, it's super clear, no distortion, so you get a good view of the skeletonized movement. Oris produced this really nice but minimalist decoration of the movement, so when you get in close to the dial you can see how ornately Oris carved away the excess plating, and the engraving is tastefully done if not a bit minimalist. With so much silver metal, legibility is usually a struggle, but the guilloche hour ring helps so you can connect the lines from the steel hands to the polished indices to read the time. The superluminova on the hands also helps since the non-metallic color contrasts with the dial and improves time telling in both day and night. The case back is see-through, so you get a good look at the red rotor and the decorated top plate of the movement. What's really nice is that Oris didn't skimp on the decoration, which would be obscured by the rotor. So you can play with the rotor when you're admiring the case back and admire the engraving, jewels, and blue screws on both sides that get revealed when the rotor's not in the way. The case back lens is not sapphire crystal. It's a bit disappointing. It's not such a big deal for a leather strap because with its deployment, it'll be on the side when it's not on the wrist or in a watch case, but they also have a stainless steel bracelet version that would cause some trouble. So when you lay the watch flat, the bracelet or clasp is going to contact the mineral glass, and it's definitely going to scratch it, so keep that in mind. Behind the mineral crystal is the Oris 734 movement based on the Sellita caliber SW200, essentially an ETA 2824 clone, and in the same movement you'd find in an Aquis or a TT1, but skeletonized for use in the Artelier. So like I said, there are a couple strap options for the Artelier. You have brown and black leather options, both are calf leather with crocodile grain, and then a stainless steel 7-link bracelet option, which is a bit sportier. I would have liked real crocodile alligator leather on top because the top feels papery. I'd say the strap itself is just tolerable enough to keep around, although a strap change wouldn't be out of the question. It's got 21 millimeter lugs, so it's not the most common, but finding leather alternatives shouldn't be too hard. The clasp, however, is top notch. Oris recently has been producing excellent push-button fold-over deployants with deep engraving and even some hidden perlage, which I think is a real nice touch. They're good-looking and very secure clasps. Like I said, this watch balances casual and formal, but I think it's more for dressier occasions than a lazy weekend at the beach. Oris overall produced a great product here, but with some sacrifices, no question. However, the $2,600 retail price isn't that bad for what you do get. The movement is tastefully skeletonized, and I think this is probably a particularly good model for beginning watch collectors who aren't ready yet to spend several $1000s on watches, but want something nice and expresses their newfound fascination with the mechanical timekeeping aspect of watch collecting. Until next time, this has been Jeff with GMT-5.com, and we'll see you again soon.